The Newsday continues here on One News Now. I'm Sean Yao. The Foreign Affairs Department has expressed concern on the alleged Chinese construction activities in the Spratly Islands. Camille Samonte with the details.
China may have resumed land reclamation in the Spratlys, Bloomberg reported, quoting unnamed Western officials. Bloomberg reported on Tuesday China has resumed land reclamation on some uninhabited features in the Spratly in the disputed South China Sea. The officials claim that Beijing-controlled fishing fleets operating as de facto maritime militias have carried out construction activities at 4 unoccupied half-submerged features in the Spratlys. New land formations reportedly appeared above water over the past year at the Eldad Reef in the Tizard Bank. Physical changes were also reported at both Whitson Reef and Sandy Cay, where features previously submerged now sit permanently above the high tide line. Sandy Cay is near Eldad Reef. These are all within the 200 nautical mile exclusive economic zone of the Philippines. There were also developments on Lang Kiam Cay, also known as Panata Island. It does not say if the Chinese were building new structures on Lang Kiam because the feature is one of 9 features occupied by the Philippines. Although China has expanded and put up structure, like airfield and secured ports, in areas it had long controlled, the Bloomberg report said the latest construction activities were seen on unoccupied features, a clear violation of the 2002 Declaration of Conduct of Parties in the South China Sea, China, in Phnom Penh. According to Bloomberg, Western officials also warned that China's latest activity shows their attempt to, quote, advance a new status quo. In a statement, the Foreign Affairs Department said it's seriously concerned over reports of China's new construction and reclamation activities in the disputed South China Sea. The DFA said it violates international law and existing agreement with claimants. The agency also said it has asked relevant agencies to verify and validate the contents of the report, which came out a few weeks before President Bongbong Marcos undertakes a state visit to China in early January. For their part, the Chinese embassy has denied Bloomberg's report, saying that it was, quote, fake news indeed. For News 5, Camille Samonte, we are One News.
And PLDT is set to start reducing its capital expenditure by next year after the company disclosed budget overruns. PLDT President and CEO Al Panlilio said that 2023 will be a year of consolidation for the telco. PLDT was initially set to start reducing its CapEx by 2024 after years of heavy spending on network expansion. Last week, PLDT reported a 48 billion peso budget overrun, which is now the subject of separate investigations. We will be back with more stories after this quick break. Keep it here on One News. This is still One News Now. I'm Sean Yao. The National Police has not yet given up on its search for the dozens of missing cockfight players. The Criminal Investigation and Detection Group, or CIDG, said that the cockfighters will be considered missing until a body is found. Justice Secretary Boying Remulla had earlier claimed that the 34 missing cockfighters are presumably dead.
Yes, missing pa rin.
Okay.
Unless na may makita po tayo na ebidensya ng body of evidence ay missing pa rin po. I don't want na bigyan po kayo ng pag-asa po, ng false hope, but we will still pray for a miracle.
And suspended Bucor Chief Gerald Bantag is facing more legal challenges. Marlene Alcaide with the report.
Aside from murder complaints over the death of broadcaster Percy Lapid, suspended Corrections Chief Gerald Bantag is set to face a plunder complaint as well. Bucor Acting Chief Gregorio Catapang is accusing Bantag of making unauthorized payments.
Well, kasi there's a budget of about 1 billion, no? And the 1 billion consists of 3 buildings or 3 facilities worth 300 million each. Pero we came to realize that it's only 60% finished. So we would like to look into this in as much as these are public funds that have to be accounted for.
Catapang added that project documentations appear to have been forged.
People responsible to assess the permits or the extent of accomplishment accepted that indeed they were told to doctor the documents.
Catapang also said that there are witnesses who are ready to testify on these claims.
Of course, it's the higher up. It cannot happen that wala yung it's just a simple employee that ordered that they be doctored. Galing sa taas yung order. And they mentioned the name of Bantag as the one who ordered them.
The Commission on Audit will also be tapped to look into questionable payments.
Unfortunately nga, we were asking the COA, how come this happened? 4 na payments na nagawa, and yet there's no post-audit. So, we already also informed the secretary about the situation, and the secretary told me to write COA and request.
Plunder cases against Bantag and other involved may be filed by year-end or early 2023. Bantag's camp has yet to issue a statement on the matter. For News 5, Marlene Alcaide, we are One News.
Let's now take a quick look at today's other top stories. The Health Department says that the number of healthcare workers without second booster shots is not alarming. The agency says that healthcare workers should still have a layer of protection from their first round of boosters. The World Health Organization has expressed concern over the COVID-19 surge in China. The WHO is now urging Beijing to accelerate its vaccination efforts, especially to the most vulnerable. China had been imposing a strict zero-COVID policy, but has since ended it amid growing public clamor. In sports, the PBA Commissioner's Cup Finals is all set with a face-off between the Barangay Ginebra Gin Kings and the Bay Area Dragons. Game 1 of the finals will be on Christmas Day this Sunday. For more updates, visit News 5, The Philippine Star, and Business World online. Visit our website, onenews.ph, for more in-depth analysis. You can also catch One News on Signal Play. Register for a free account at www.signalplay.com and stream One News Live anytime, anywhere. I am Sean Yao. We are One News.